So a lot of this might just be, well, one, this is also going to be just a thingamajiggy. Oh, hold on, I just forgot something. Okay, yeah. So what I mean to say was, yeah, I might be repeating things here and there. I definitely will be repeating things here and there, but yeah, I need to do this anyway because even though there might be nothing new-ish here in this until we get to more mod stuff, mainly Marina stuff, but until that happens, there's not, you know, I still want to go through the game so that nothing else breaks. Not that anything should if I've been modding things correctly, but sometimes bad things can happen. Sometimes. By the way, didn't I say I was going to use... I did forget because it's been a while since I did this, but if nothing else, again, this series, if I didn't already say so already, this series does exist to make sure I make progress towards updating my mod. Also, we do have needles here, so... Hello. I think I can shoot you down. Yeah, 13 ammo. This should be more than enough. 6, 7, 8. But considering each episode is anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour long, because I can't control when I get to save unless I add more Books of Enlightenment, but I don't want to do that either. So, if for no other reason than maybe I forget to undo some things that I do for this series. So, for example, if I give myself like 99 Books of Enlightenment, which there is a mod for, by the way. Yes, I do know there's a mod for that. But if I forget to take that out and I bundle that with my mod, that might not be great. By the way, I actually do want this to come towards me so that we can have a mob safety square, pretty much, assumably. But, yeah, just gotta make sure I'm there. Nope, you lost me again. Okay, I was about to say. We take out the rifle and hope we don't miss, because otherwise I'm gonna lose a turn from having to switch. That's overkill, but I don't have a pistol at the moment, so... What else do you want from me? I did take Needle's head, right? Also need to take another look at my cheat sheet for the apartments. But, hey, okay, yeah, I did take it. And off we go back into the apartments. So, for example, what I meant to say earlier in terms of, like, things shouldn't change with the mod and whatnot, is that when I enter the apartments here, I obviously have not touched anything in the apartments. So, therefore, if something breaks in the apartments, mainly it would have to be something like I changed the common event. So, there is a reason why I'm going through this, but at the same time, I really should just add timestamps for things that I'm really bug testing. There are only 2 things I'm really bug testing at the moment before I add anything else. So I just want to make sure that I've done everything correctly. I don't remember the password, so we're just going to let my hunger run down as I take a look at the cheat sheet. 211136, 11136. Oh my goodness, my clickety-clacky of the keyboard. And let's hope we don't die here, but... I had to save it right before we ran into the mob spawn, possible mob spawn, so that's why we're playing from so far back. I think it's because Abella died. I didn't actually look at my previous video, but I think it's because Abella died to the stampede right before, or after tunnel, doing the tunnel with all the stitches and stuff, which is kind of unfortunate, but... I also noticed that Abella didn't proc the thing, I think, question mark? Even though she was supposed to? But maybe it's because she didn't have enough affection. I'd have to take another look. Because I forgot that modding for this game is not difficult, but there are technical complications that can arise because, well, let's just say modding, there's something that happens while you're trying to mod the game and, you know, trying to do things properly. And then whatever software just decides, nah, you lose all your progress. If you are not saving properly and or documenting things properly, basically. That's all I really have to say. It's not anything on anyone's part. It's really just, it is actually the modder's fault, pretty much. Also, we're supposed to go up here, right? Question mark? Yeah. Want to let that pass. Then we look in all these holes, because these holes can actually contain pretty cool things. I think I saw ammo, beer, another small key. Not that we need another one, but it's appreciated. Did I lose all my stamina? So be it. But yes, otherwise, I mean, if you're listening right now, here's a bonus, maybe, in a way. I will eventually add something in these apartments, basically. Or modify these apartments. Probably in a minor way, but we'll see what actually happens. My stamina, please! But yeah, usually, again, so basically this is a behind the scenes as well if you're listening to me, because I'm pretty much just autopiloting through my preferred routing, and I swear I'm not trying to make the mod around my preferred routing. That could be something to do for out of interest for no reason, but no, I do want to consider if you go through other places of the game, which is why, well, admittedly, the Marina's Route B for affection is, the one that's most bugged. But at the same time, I do consider people who are more accustomed with Fear and Hunger too, which is why a lot of my testing did go into day one morning strats, basically. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Oh, had a cough. And because this is a raw video, I don't really get any other chances to do stuff, so... I can fight this guy. Do I want to, is the question? Otherwise, yeah, let's just skip for the moment. We do have a sewer wench, might as well open these up. I should just go through the sewers as well. Basically, I would sprinkle a lot of things in locations. Some things a bit more... not harder to mod, but they would take longer to mod and bug test, but ultimately not as much. So for example, for those who already know, or those who don't maybe, but I added an encounter next to the where you would get the lifesteal ring, I'll call it. I forgot what the exact... I know it has like blood something, but Bloodmonger, I want to say Bloodmonger. I think I got it wrong. But you get the point. Up there, if you go up there with Marina to get an affection point, you get jumped by an enemy, which does share a lot of things. I didn't really want to change a lot of the innate, coding, and by that I mean enemies essentially all have variables and switches related to their existence in the game, pretty much. So, therefore, if I were to jump scare you with certain things, I either have to revive enemies if they were dead, and I want them to still jump at the player for my mod, specifically, or I would have to basically just use an enemy from somewhere and then bring them along over there. But that does result in some things, because that might result in, like, bodies being displaced here and there, which is not so great. So, yeah, decisions. We should have enough matches for this, right? Again, you'll hear the clickety-clacks of stuff because for some reason my microphone is a lot closer to the keyboard than I expect it to be. So, yeah. I forgot what the exact reason why you have to inspect from the right side rather than looking up here. There's a specific reason, and I think it's related to how it's programmed in for whatever reason, but hey, we'll light this match as well. That should be more mind. I feel like I'm forgetting to do something here. I could save it here, but no, we want to do day one morning stuff, so yeah. That being said, we also want to get rid of these guys, so let's do that. I think the main reason why it was so risky, it didn't need to be so risky, but I want to go all the way around before resting, pretty much, and that includes reaching the temple site, which does result in just an increased difficulty. So really, I'm looking for Books of Enlightenment. Let's just say it outright. I don't have to actually proc this Inquisitor, so we can save on trench gun / shotgun ammo. I'm going to call it shotgun for short, but I'll remind people every now and then that that's what I'm saying. I could loot the things up north here, but if you rush through this, like I am now, it makes it easier for you to come back. Now, the third time you cross through, you're going to run into some problems, but that's just what you do. Otherwise, yeah, if you run like I did, you can run the other way back without having to worry. If you loot the things at the top, I think they are guaranteed to pretty much land. Maybe you get through, but when you go through a second time, either back east or over to the west if you loop around again, then as the people scream in my ear, yeah, those things will land, and then you'll have to deal with them. So the Leechmonger ring, question mark? Yeah, the Leechmonger ring is a thingamajiggy. This specifically would proc an enemy here, but I don't have Marina with me, so. And it's really simple. Basically, the game checks if you have Marina in your party and you have enough affection, or obviously, I think it's Morning B, so it doesn't actually matter. So either way, I think you proc the thing. I think it checks for if you have at least 0 affection, though. There's a reason why I set my thing to easily, decrease affection values, variables by 99. That way I can do a quick check to make things proc or not. I think. I'd have to check again. Maybe I should check again. But anywho. Let's move on here. We're only really looting these things. I might as well, just for the sake of... Maybe I get something, more mitigation for Abella, really. Is all we have to worry about. But, seeing as Abella died to the Stampede, normally you're not able to tank that unless you have, like, all the good mitigation in the world. And by that, I mean, you probably need around, what did I say, 3 good mitigation accessories, in my opinion. But I haven't tested that out, so that's literally me just theorizing at the moment. But considering that you can get near a 50% damage reduction on most sources, I think you can survive Stampede. Now, if you're hurt, it's a bit more troublesome. But, yeah, as foul-mouthed as this shopkeeper is, he's making sure that you stay alive pretty much. But let's unlock this. And move on with life. What is the reason why you go to the left side, I wonder? Anywho. No, you don't get to do that to me. And I forgot if this guy running at you here is procced per run or not, but as we return to the school here. So, yeah, not really going to be much of a spoiler, but when I add Levy Affection, which is going to be the next big update for my mod, yeah, the school is going to change. I promise you that. Now, how much is going to change, whether it's just an extra encounter here or there, we'll see, but for the moment, I can actually take a look and make sure. I do have pistol ammo for this, so all these heads would be just safe, if for no other reason than to get rid of these enemies. So, Luger pistol, please. 1, 2, yep. And then we keep this out pretty much because we need it to stay out for 5. Skip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip. A little bit more, but hey. And then one more. We can drop down now. Yeah, we can drop down now. I think I want to drop down a little bit farther ahead. That way I end up in front of or near an enemy like this. This shouldn't break your legs, but oh my goodness, I missed. There we go. And if someday it does, then, well, we'll see when this game gets updated. Let's see what updates first, and I will name both games by name, because it's kind of relevant to the situation. But let's see if Fear and Hunger 2 Termina updates first, or World of Hunger updates first, which kind of isn't fair, but it still is. So, actually, we want to keep this pistol out for the moment. My next question is, do we have a bear trap? But I guess we'll find out in a hot moment, won't we? Hiya! And then let's make sure we can actually run, because shoot and run are the same button. That might look like a design flaw, but it's actually somewhat fair, I feel. But yeah, let's make sure. Do we have a bear trap? Pretty much the next time we save is when this video ends, but we do, thankfully. I can just put it here instead. Can we put it here? Well, I'm just gonna put it here. He has to pass through this. And bear traps don't count as bodies that enemies can't pass, so hey. Really? Why would you do this? You fool. Come here. Haha, fool. You should guess you didn't see that? Question mark? Most head HPs are any more than 20, sometimes 100 to 200, but by that time you should probably have a weapon that can do at least 200, even on a low roll. That's all I really have to say. And then we might get jumped by a child ghost here, which the lore is quite sad, but for the purposes of survival, I need to dodge this ghost. We do get something from this. So basically, Abella gets all the mitigation, because if Levy dies, it's over anyway. Also, I didn't even have a weapon on her. I didn't even put any armor on her. And by armor, for those who don't know, really quickly, yeah, you don't look at the defense value over to the right. You look at the mitigation at the top. So 65% slashing, 70% pierce, blunt, fire, so on and so forth. But really, the Bremen armor is pretty much your go-to. Bremen armor is the go-to. Including the helmet. So these all, I think, are multiplicative. I mean, if they're additive, that would be crazy, actually, so never mind. But we're going to leave the Ring of Wraiths on Abella, because she'll make the best use of it. Aside from the fact that, yes, the main character has to live, but doing this modded run, I want Abella to live too. So basically, we have to care for both characters. We're doing a kind of a ReZero kind of run, where if any of these characters die, if Marina, Abella, or obviously Levy dies, the game is over. I could grab more books here, but I'm just gonna kind of speed things up here. And in we go. So yeah, whether this takes 30 minutes or whether this takes an hour, I'm pretty sure I didn't even timestamp one of my older streams/videos, which I normally did for Fear and Hunger 2 Termina, but meh. But yeah, we'll see. Otherwise, granted, so yeah, just moving on for a moment here. Let me just actually recover some stamina quickly. Let us see. So yeah, I would concentrate more on Termina 2 modding, but obviously my main source of keeping myself alive in the real life is trying to do game dev stuff. So yeah, We don't need to run here, but I think we need to run here, question mark? Yeah. I think we can also do a loop-de-loop here, question mark? We should be able to, yeah. I should just play it safe, there's no reason to really rush these, although I will take this for no reason. But if we run into a priest or we fight the priest that's a second level at school for whatever reason, hey. Oh, I had to cough again. But as we get the second effigy, we're gonna go into the tunnel because we need to do things, and I think we didn't fight Osa yet, question mark? Because I think that's specifically where we lost an arm, if I remember. I'm confusing my runs in my head. But either way, we need to do the tunnel because Abella affection. I think the tunnels are the easiest way, but it cannot be if you're not good at kiting enemies because Grogaroth forbid, I was figuring out what god I wanted to use in this phrase, but Grogaroth forbid that you run into the Forsaken monster and get stampeded, basically. Anywho. I think the other way, yeah, the other way to the east is the sewer, but let's actually loot these trash cans. Which could also be the place of a tragedy, but, you know, two tragedies, really. But yeah, we can also... Do I want to bear trap this? No, I don't. Oh, I almost ran into that mine. That ends the game prematurely. But otherwise, let's move on with life. Loot these two trash cans first, but... I forgot if I want to use the bear trap here or not. I think I would rather use the thing, but the mob didn't appear, so it's fine for the moment. Do I want to fight this guy for giggles? Let's fight this guy for giggles. I think if I'm fair first, we should be able to immediately one-shot this guy. Let's find out. Because that will go... no, he goes off balance next turn. It takes a turn for things to go off balance. Oh, please! Bleeding, and then a slam. But then right after this, yeah, we both go for the head. I have no love, I have no honor. Okay. Bleeding, though, so let's get rid of that really quickly. I hope my hunger is... Okay, we should eat now before I forget. We don't want that debuff, because for all I know, I could get that debuff and run into an enemy, which... It's quite a substantial debuff for being even on the first level of hunger. It's not the worst, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I think it's overall, like, a decrease of stats, which... It's not the... I don't think it's half of your stats, but it definitely makes a difference, especially when fighting just normal enemies. Villagers, it may not matter so much, but I think that's true there too. It depends on what villager you fight. Probably if you have a Bella with you, probably the weakest kind of type of villagers won't hurt you. But anything, I almost thought that mine on the floor was something I could loot. No, it is not. We want to keep running left after this, and we're gonna do a double. We're gonna double here. Otherwise, we just take the damage in the face. But thankfully, we dodged. So, take this. Taketh this. Thou art a fool. I don't know where I got that from. But anywho, run left so we avoid some stuff. There are no mines, so you don't need to worry about accidentally doing a thing. I almost got shot. And yeah, in we go. A lone rifleman saw me. Oh, there's two of us. Who are you going to shoot? You're going to shoot nobody. Oh, we have a fist, by the way. We're going to get shot, actually. Maybe. Never mind, we're okay. And Bella got to heal for it. So, hey, it all worked out. We do need to give her a weapon. In fact, I think I have a better weapon. Do we? No. But I can't just attack with the pipe wrench. Really? You're really usually, normally, in my opinion, using wrench toss in a casual sense. At least when you don't have a weapon better than... a little bit better than a sickle sometimes, but even with the sickle, I think you can double attack and be just fine. In most cases. Roar! But what if I do this? What if I do this? What if I do this? Ooh, 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 ooh. Ha-ha, fool! Are you gonna run at me again? You are. It's too late! I walk faster than you run. Although if he ran faster than we walked, that would also present an issue. Also, the no pit strat is just walk over here and go through this-ish. Nope, not there. Either way actually works, but we could also shoot these guys and get rid of the head. I also didn't sacrifice the heads, I realized, but it's fine. No! But yeah. Otherwise, proccing those owl guys is also pretty important, but hey. Let's not get caught by the horse this time. That's all I'm trying to say. Most of it is because I got greedy here, so if you tried to loot all of the herbs... Oh, this frog is blocking me. That frog actually has collision. But, yeah, if you try to grab all the blue herbs here, you can get you can lose enough time to where you get, where you can get caught, in my opinion. If you don't grab this blue herb over to the east over here, oh my goodness, then you're less likely to get caught. And there's a green herb right there too. But for the moment, let's avoid that and see what happens. Otherwise, you could try to bait him as soon as you come out here. Bait it. Sorry, I don't know what it is, but we'll grab this chest and make do. Abella should be able to survive one stampede, though, especially if she guards. The unfortunate part is that if Levy dies, same issue. But for the moment... So, I don't think we actually have 2 gas canisters, so we'll pick up both, if for no other reason than to do this mod, quote-unquote, do the mod properly. But we'll see. I got found by a piece of white... I don't even remember the name, because it's been a while since I had to fight one of them. We get another rifle for our trouble, not that it really helps us. Wasn't there another gas canister somewhere? Why am I going crazy? Well, either way, we're going to go here. For no other reason than ammo! But also gasoline canister. So this will activate Stitches. Hi! Oh, you did this, didn't you? Oh, what if I do a loop around the people? If we didn't have this, like, whether it was a conscious decision or not, it's a good thing to have that writhing censored mass in the middle, because you want to be able to kite Stitches. Fighting Stitches, if you're forced to fight Stitches, I assume there's more RNG involved than one would think. So there's supposed to be 2 gasoline canisters. I didn't pick up one, but that's fine for the moment. And the Abella thing didn't proc, so yeah. I could get rid of Stitches here. I don't think there's any really reason to, but we have the rifle ammo, so you know what? Hold still. Stand still! 4, 5, and then we're gonna switch to pistol ammo for the sake of, trying to save some bullets. Although 2 pistol bullets equals 1 rifle or shotgun shot, so let's just make sure that we don't waste too much of each, basically. I think having high affection is what triggers this one here. So I didn't actually have high affection. I think I only have 1, actually. So let me just make sure. We can check. We might as well. We have the time to do so. How to affection. So this is the way you actually check for points, by the way. Check affection. Once, yeah. I think you need at least 2 to proc the thing that's the special thing here, which normally you'd be able to do, because sometimes you may fight Moonless and do the tunnel right after, which is immediately 2 of more affection points. Plus the 1 if you get Abella in the first place, so... Not that you're forced to do it. You could have 0 at this point because you don't have to go through the tunnel thing, as a dog barks in the background. Yeah, I know. So, let's move down here. If Osa is down here, hopefully we get to one-shot him. If we do the wrench toss, I think we might. Otherwise, I hope that he does hurting on Levy. Otherwise, Abella isn't so bad. She can lose a leg. Just hope she doesn't lose an arm, because I think she can use the spear as well. She's the only female character who can wield the circle spear, question mark? Correct me if I'm wrong. Otherwise, we have enough small keys, we'll just pick up everything. Not that it really, we really need to worry. Also, I would have starved by now, because I did forget about my hunger. But I ate earlier, so it's fine. In-game. So... Are you here, Osa? Yes, you are. Let's speed up this animation and move on with life. No, I mistimed it. It's been a while. I think I normally defeat Osa in the church. That's why I'm not accustomed to things. But, anywho. Oh, she only has 1 affection. Never mind. I have made a mistake. Do I have to get rid of your arms to do things? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's do some science, even though I should be doing science here. Nope. Here comes the hurting, by the way. Hit Levy. Nope. By the way, hurting is guaranteed to... Are you dead here, by the way? Well, we can get rid of the arms still, but... Let's try to get rid of both. I don't know why I'm doing science here. Oh my sweet goodness. Abella, you might die here. Don't die, Abella. Nah. Okay, good. He hit Levy. He might do mischief of rats again, but it's fine. Really? I should have just gone for the torso? Really? Is that really what I should have done? I feel so sad. Well, hey. Oh, wait. I was about to say, if he could cast a spell there, I would be quite sad. But I think we could just... Torso? Let's do some science. How many attacks does it take? Not a lot. But Abella lost an arm. We can get it back, along with heal, so... Funny enough, if I feel confident, I shouldn't heal at all, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I did the wrong thing. That actually uses toilet paper, even if you don't heal anything. I feel so sad. Also, now I need to use a green herb. But without further ado, we'll get your arm back. If I didn't already say, yeah, hurting is guaranteed to remove a limb, basically. And is one of the few ways you can lose your legs in Termina. Because I think in Fear and Hunger 1, there are a lot... I feel confident. If I had to put my chips down and you asked me... If a veteran asked me a question right now, I would say I think there are at least even double the amount of ways to lose your legs in Fear and Hunger 1 than there are the ways to lose legs in Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. And part of that is, I think not exclusive, but basically the ways in which you can use your legs. Like there's one very pretty much guaranteed, because I think this boss usually uses this skill. But there's a boss that just immediately, I think, cuts off all of your legs with a skill. And that's not cool. Very useful, I think, in Termina, or Fear and Hunger 1, Termina 1. Fear and Hunger 1, but woof. So let's try to make sure we dodge this thing. I can do a little loop-de-loop around the thing. Do I want to do that? I guess we're going to find out. Okay. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way now! Well, do we survive is my question here. I don't know why I ran this way. I should have taken the bottom way out, but thankfully we ran. We don't have any stamina for this, so yeah. Oh my goodness, there's a thing. I'm gonna get caught again. No. Okay, good. Wow, really? Okay, well, now I can't enter back here. Otherwise, I'm forced to fight that thing. I think it has at least 800. I want to say 1200 HP. I don't know why I think that, but there's a death pit over to our left, so let's not do that. And there's an Olivia doppelganger somewhere, but we don't need to do that either. So, away we go. I could actually fight these dogs, all things considered. But I can't cut off their heads anyway. The mushrooms would have been great, but I only remember the mushrooms there because I know that they give you speed up if you make the food related to them. I think, right? But you need Master Chef for that, so hey. We'll finally take a contestant head. Why? Yeah. And let's just get everything done here. I think this is right. Let's see if I remember this for sure. Yeah, because it's a picture of, well, it's a picture of something. Let's just leave it at that. Anywho, okay, so we want to do Marina Route B, so we don't actually want to talk to Marina at all, which basically, like I said, we're just going to do a loop-de-loop back into the town here, question mark? Am I going crazy? No, I want to go into the sewers first. If that's the case, I think I want to enter through this, question mark? I'm going crazy. I could loop all the way back down into the sewers through the way I actually went into the city, but you know what? For humor's sake, we'll do this. I think I defeated the guy in this one, right? Yeah. And we didn't have an axe, so gimme. He's not a contestant for better or worse, so we can't do anything with his head. But fun. But I think I also didn't cut off these heads either, so we could just do a big loop-de-loop and go into the sewers because we can actually sacrifice these heads, but for the moment, that's a really big mistake. Maybe I should just loop around. I don't think I have both keys even, because you need to wait until day 1 evening at the earliest to get to the other key here. Someone is aggroed to me. I don't know who it is, but if this death mask spawns, at least we can do process of elimination here. Oh, okay, we have a vial. No, death mask, and pain. So, we should be able to one-shot you, though, right? Can we low roll on this one? I don't think we can. I think you have... Nope, we can. Wow, really? You have 500 body HP? Alright, cool story. We can defeat him before we have to worry about that, but hey. You can also attack the bear trap, but better to discard. You have to go around the body, and yeah, we're not going to enter that anymore. So that death mask is not active. Neither, I think, was the one in the church. But we can continue fighting these guys and basically get more heads, so hey. Hey, you! Come here! So, do we need a wrench toss then? Let's wrench toss and just find out. Is it 450 or 500? I think it's 450. Nope, it's more. 600. 600, alright, cool. Not cool, but we get out in 2 turns anyway because he doesn't normally... Well, I think he can set up a bear trap immediately. Anywho. Let's off his head. I don't know what procs the villagers on the top of this map. But I guess it doesn't matter anymore. So, without further ado, let's re-equip this pipe wrench and move on with life. Non-contestant heads, please, because we actually need the contestant heads to say. We have Osa and Tanaka, right? I feel like I should have someone else, but I don't remember. Well, anywho. I think that's all we have. I won't know until I save again. Or sleep, sorry. We'll find out. Otherwise, yeah, continue. I mean, we don't actually... You know what? AI. We should have all the soul stones we need. Let's be confident. Even though there's no reason for me to do things like this. But hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's not lose our legs here. Because that will make this run a lot slower. Hey, Karen. I think I can actually attack you here then. No, I need you, because I need you to... Wait, do I? Well, let's just save Karen for later. Did I get attacked too? Yeah. What do we do now? We won't be safe alone. Bye. So we'll see Karen later. We're doing Root B stuff. If we were not doing Root B stuff, I would attack Karen there. Even if Abella's affection. Also, this death mask may spawn. Hope it doesn't. Actually, I hope it did. I wanted to actually hope that it did. Because we won't be coming back to that place. Theoretically speaking. As the chair creaks beneath the weight of my body. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go through the sewer this time. We're gonna go fight... I almost said Toothless. That's a different animal entirely. We're gonna go fight Moonless. Moonless? I'm going crazy. It's been a while. Sorry, Moonless. You're a good boy. As someone who also takes care of dogs in real life. This is my occasional reminder that dogs do have, like, you know, if a dog... There are... Dogs have an angry mode, and they have a... They're still barking at you, but they're not actually angry at you. But at the same time, that can quickly switch on a dime if you do anything really... Like, if you go up to a dog you don't know, and, yeah, you'll know. You'll know. And if you don't know, they have a very particular snarl when they're actually, you know... not really happy, basically. Very angry. But anywho, did I want to go through the church? No, we want to fight... Let's fight Moonless now. I really hope I'm getting the name right. I don't even know anymore. Moonless and Toothless. Those are the only two names I know. I don't know why, out of this 50-50 shot, I'm forgetting names. But, you know, whatever. It's fine. Is it fine? We're going to find out. I'm also hitting the wrong button, for whatever reason. But, hey... My goodness. Also because I am kind of trying to two-hand things, so I should do it while I'm on this ladder. I'm going to do this here, and away we go. Help! Push this box and move on with our lives. I almost entered this diagonally, by the way. That would not have been great. But, we're fine. Now, do I remember anything else? No, not at the moment, but hey. I really should... practice fighting these rats. So what I mean by that is I really should do the 99 Books of Enlightenment, whether I do it myself or use the actual mod, but hey, we're going to go this way instead because there are a lot of mushrooms and blue herbs. And chests, but there's a blue herb here. More mushrooms here for speed food. And yeah, not much else to say. We get nothing here. More mushrooms. Like, you get a lot of mushrooms. You get at least 2 meals worth of mushroom soup. Or good mushroom soup. The one that gives you speed. If you get that perk. I think it's Master Chef. Am I going crazy? Anywho. Nothing else here, so we're going to save it. I hear a good puppy howling in the distance, but we have to fight puppy. Prove yourself. For safety reasons, we should use these pep pills. If we have more than... No, we only have 1. Well... Alright then, that's going to make things a bit more difficult, but we still want to pop these pet pills. Do we have 2 small things, by the way? Because we don't need the Soundless Snake Rune. I don't think Toothless can rip your arms off, so... No, we do not. I'm pretty sure we don't. No, we do not. So, yeah, who wants the pet pills? Let us see here. I don't think there's anything else. So, we do want to use pep pills on someone. I don't remember what Moonless's weak points are, so we're just going to pep pill Abella for safety reasons. Also because Levy has the Leechmonger ring, so I'm kind of making a play here. Let's not use the drugs. And let's just make sure. So we don't need the Salmon... Oh, well, bleeding, I guess. Also mined, but we have a fair bit of mine, so we should be okay for the moment. Hi! We can do some other things. Does that count? Does the gasoline canister count? I don't think so. We can also nom on stuff, but for the moment, we're just gonna sit here and guard for the sake of getting our rev and making the game faster. No point attacking something that we can't see. I could also trade the Ring of Rates between Abella and Levy during this part, but no reason to. Levy has more than enough HP to survive this. And he's not fully out yet still, despite what his appearance would believe, so we keep guarding. And we pretty much just gonna try to dislodge both weapons, but first we need to make sure that, one, we use this rev, but two, we need to get rid of miasma to avoid a poison of pain. But right after that, we are also going to throw the... use everything in your power to make sure that you don't take damage, but in this case, it's throwing glass shards into the eye. Oh, please! Okay, so he looks like he's affected. I think there's a way to check too. Yeah, and then there's that. The Moonless Beast is blinded. Her eyes are bleeding. Poor girl, but it's either you or me. So Abella here should be guarding for all intents and purposes. This also helps against the Howl that lowers her mind, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. Otherwise, it also helps mitigate a bunch of damage, but for the moment. Yeah, being an evasive tank essentially is pretty cool. I think Moonless herself is weak to blunt, but the dislodging these weapons here have different, I think, mitigate things. But yeah, we're dodging quite a lot here. I think you just also need to survive long enough, but hey. Can Levy use miasma? I guess I'm about to find out, aren't I? But let's just continue doing this. We could switch weapons, but... meh. Do I want to go on? No, we're just going to keep guarding. Double turns is so important in Fear and Hunger 2 until the dev decides to add in the third Fear and Hunger, if and when that game comes out, to punish you for having extra turns. But hey. We'll see. What? Do I not have a thing on you? I might not. Well, we're gonna guard regardless then. Do you really have no weapons on you, Abella? I'm gonna be so sad if that's the case. If that's the case, I should actually do some signs as well. So by that, I mean, yeah, I do have something equipped on Abella. But the next Rev 3 turn we have should be more than enough. I don't know why I did the double guard here, but whatever. At least we defended against this. Yeah. Otherwise, I think that's 20 mind damage. So this should defeat Moonless here, question mark? Soon? My goodness. We're gonna go all out. I don't actually know what you're weak against. Okay, we just eat this in the face. Then I should have guarded. I don't know why I did this to myself. Yeah, guarding helps against that. It really does. But I'm just gonna go all out here and just hope that Moonless is defeated soon. If not, we're gonna guard with the Bella still. Never mind. I just lied to myself. Okay, well, good thing we blocked. Yeah, even that's a guarantee to hit. Doesn't rely on Moonless, you know, being blinded. I should have just saved my revs. I don't know why I've done this to myself. Well, hey. Ooh, had to sneeze really quickly. Really? Moonless feels like she has a lot more HP. Did I do that? I should have saved for a 3 rev then. Why have I done this to myself? I'm just gonna go all out this turn. At this point, we're just gonna be drinking beer and vodka in-game for mind healing. But wow, it's really taking a while, isn't it? I guess I really should have equipped Black Steel. Black Steel does a lot of damage, by the way. In fact, we're just gonna do that now. If for no other reason than crits. But hey. I really should just be saving for a 3 rev. Okay, good. I don't even know how much damage we had left, but Hey, man, August. I know I still have to do that fanfic with you and Levy, but hey. Hey, man. Bye. I think we should be at 3 affection, question mark. We also need a lot of this. 1, 2, 1, 2. And yeah, we can do a quick check. We're not losing that much hunger by checking this. Arena, check affection, 3, right? Yeah, 3 times. And so yeah, I don't actually have to expose Abella's ties, basically. But I still should do what I can. Basically getting Abella to 5 affection. That's all I'm trying to say. We can also defeat this doppelganger here. But let's see if I can equip miasma. No, I cannot. Really? Well, hey. We'll give Abella... Do we want to give Abella Black Steel? Yeah, we'll give her we'll give her the axe out. I mean, sorry. The pipe wrench would be interesting for blunt, but we're gonna go full slashing here. Then I swallow you whole! I wasn't doing a thing. I actually just did that because I did it. Because the grammar. This is a one-shot though, right? Yeah, it is. You doppelgangers, you became something fragile. Anywho, let's turn this on and we should have 5 affection with Abella now. Even though I can't make heads or tails of this right now, it won't stop me from finding out more, if we can make it out, that is. I'll worry about that later. I guess we should focus on survival, shouldn't we? I think it's a good idea for us to continue working together, so thanks. Same. We climb back up with the power of Levy, the mercenary, and Abella, the mechanic, and back into the church we go. Climb. You know how much upper arm and leg strength you need? And yes, you do need leg strength because you want to get a good grip with your legs, I hear. Anyway, that's not professional advice. That's just based on what I heard. More mushrooms, so 3 sets of mushroom soup at least. And away we go. I don't know if that was a conscious decision by the dev, but hey. We'll go to the 2nd floor because that's the church, I believe. And did we get the effigy here? I think we did, right? So now we just go towards the thingamajiggy. The unfortunate part here is that Abella can still lose her arms, but so long as she doesn't lose both, we should be okay. Oh, I haven't been at the church. Well, let's find out. Whoops. Oh, I really haven't been to the church. Alright, cool story. Well, let's do things now. I don't think I actually want to go this way. But I think we can dodge everything regardless. So, what do we have? We have nothing. For that circle, at least. But we do get away here. So, if you fight Moonless, your reward is you can get through the easy parts of the church. And away we go. Purifying Talisman. We don't need any more of those. We can also sacrifice heads here, but we don't need to. Pretty sure. So, Cloth Fragment. Stuff, and yeah, we can skip all the father RNG and or having to shoot at these enemies, which can actually just oof you, so hey. So we bait you really quickly here. I could bait you in the middle there, but let's just be perfectly sure. I think you're still going to chase me here, aren't you? Yeah. We should have enough stamina to do this. And we don't need to... Oh, actually, no. We want Samurai, don't we? Oh, well, hey. Well, now we do have to kite you. Well, hey. Do we have a thing here? Yeah, we can. If I were interested in it. Otherwise, we can just loot these things as well. You know what? For giggles, we'll pick this up. There's a wooden chest there, but we don't need to interact with it. And we don't even have to risk this thingamajig. Oops, wrong way. Sorry. Levy's starting to feel hungry. But yeah, let's also fight Samurai here. So, without further ado, because yeah, there's a contestant here, and I would rather fight Samurai now than later. Unless I pick up like 3 Salmon Snake runes, it's not going to be a fun time. Even then, hurting just does a bunch of damage. So, I would calm you down, but I think with Abella at 2 affection here, or 3, I don't like it, but she'll agree. We should be able to one-shot you here, right? Don't tell me we can low roll. I was about to say. With Black Steel at our side, I was really about to say, if we couldn't defeat Samurai in one turn, or most human contestants in one turn with another ally ready to fight, I was going to be very sad. We could loot a bunch of these barrels, but for the sake of time, we won't. Because this video has already gone on for 45 minutes, so let's make sure we can get to the thingy-majiggy. Otherwise, we could also pick up a Book of Enlightenment. For safety reasons, I should should grab a Book of Enlightenment from the museum before I do any more other bug testing. That way, I can at least begin the next episode with bug testing. Otherwise, if you want to know how I'm going through at least some, you can go through the affection mod like this. Essentially, this is how I'm going through the affection mod. In some combination of these things. Now, we should probably pick up these. Yeah, we're gonna loot here. These urns are really good, and there's a wooden chest here as well, so no reason not to do that. Aside from making your real life faster. Because it takes time to play Fear and Hunger 1 and 2. We have 2 coins, but we'll risk it. We do get something. We get a booby trap, but didn't need it. You know, it's helpful, though. Especially if we can save the bear trap for one of these enemies coming up if we want to. But we have the effigies, so yes. Effigy, effigy, effigy. And away we go. There might be another urn on the left side, but we're going to go down here for the sake of speeding things up. Otherwise, I want the boss coming up here to attack Levy, primarily. Because if he doesn't, I get really sad. Also, I hope we have another bear trap. We would like to use it elsewhere, but it's not going to happen that way, so I'd rather use it here, where I can strike at the head. I could have given him a pearl and used the bear trap later, but nah. A soul stone, we'll take the head, why not? We're here. I know I was skipping others. Basically, I won't go out of my way to cut off a head, but if I'm sitting there... I forgot what the reason is why you don't go to the right side, but you can close this door and trap this guy. And I could opt to shoot him here, but he should be just stuck there for the moment. We'll loot this stuff, by the way. And these bellends will jump down from the rooftop, but hey. That's what the game calls them. Don't hurt me, robots. I think 2 jump off, right? Yeah. And I could cheese this, but let's actually fight this properly. So, I don't think we have any more pet pills, so... we deal with what we've got. We'll eat food first because... pain. Otherwise... But the next thing I want to ask myself is, do we actually have anything else? I think pet pills would probably appear all the way at the bottom here, which means I shouldn't have done that, but... else... yeah, small things amulet, just to make sure I am faster. Everything else... we'll see. Oh, we do have another Salmon Snake rune. Well, hey. Ring of Wraiths is interesting. Oh, no, let's do this. Salmon Snake rune. I forgot where there's another one. I thought there was another guaranteed Salmon Snake rune somewhere, but basically we shouldn't need to worry. Aside from maybe dying here, but... I shake my head at you too, sir. I'll shake my head at you also. And we'll take your left arm. Hiya! Crits! Nope. Hiya! Axe! Weak. Ow. Really? What a meanie. Okay, good. You're gonna get triple revved soon. Oh, unless we just hit crits 89 times in a row. Yeah. Yeah. I just fought a big beast called Moonless. You have nothing on me. I've got the advantage. You have nothing. Ha! Speech. I have nothing else to fill in the time with. I think there's a Battle Stone out here, question mark, but we got a Circle Spear, in which we will equip out of curiosity, though. Okay, yeah. Abella can use the Circle Spear, but Karen, Olivia, and I think even Marina can't use the Circle Spear, if I recall correctly. So, yeah. But Abella can, because strong mechanic is strong. Let's actually open this up really quickly. We'll also get rid of Pav, and that should be... well, we're going to try to pick up a Book of Enlightenment. If I somehow die in the museum, or before I get to the museum, I'll just be very sad. I might even just shoot the bellend that's here. Just to remove a nuisance. Hey, we can also actually fight the Abella Tower boss here, but for the sake of this episode, well, this is pretty much, we're nearing the end of the video. So, another sneak peek, I guess, if you've watched along this far but haven't exactly watched the end, then, yeah, I will include, if I plan to have all I can do after 1.0 of this mod, where I have every contestant savable, I will add in bonuses for Pav, Tanaka, Samari, and August. Let's just take his soul while we're here. And yeah, Bella has a little line there that I think I added, but play it for yourself. But do know that they're still currently bugs, so hopefully I get that fixed within the next week, on top of game dev stuff, but hey. I think we can enter the museum area from the west up there too, but we'll go here, if not only to loot boxes, then to get rid of this bell end that's here and can terrify me. Oh, but if I turn around here, oh, you have to go this way. Oh, now you have to go this way because the Bella's in the... Oh, you have to try again. Oh. Hey, you. We'll use the rifle ammo on you. Oh, missed. Oh, so close. One more. Another. One more. And dead. I think we can cut his... We can get the head here, but... we don't need it. We have more than enough soul stones, especially from all the soul stones we picked up from all the bodies we've looted, so we should be fine. Although this chest, another Salmon Snake Rune would be great. This is basically a very good run, and if I lose this run, I've only hurt myself by doing so. In the meanwhile, we will grab this Venushka Bible. But first we loot these other things. We find more recipes, but we plan to get Master Chef, so hey. Heads. Yeah! Eye of Sylvian, which is very good for some reason, I forgot. I think doubles the healing that you get from items, question mark? Yeah. Which is mainly used in the overworld, I say. You can use it in battle, but I say the overworld is better use because you normally want to have other things equipped. Now, I don't have a single other book, I just realized, so... Maybe instead of a Book of Enlightenment... We'll see. Is there really anything else? No, I'm going crazy. So we used Sylvian once. Let me check the heads. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can get 5. Sorry, 5. But we're missing one contestant head. So I think I spared someone I could have actually defeated, but it's fine. We'll grab Funger, or do I want Rur? Because we're about to sleep. No, I'm gonna get a Book of Enlightenment, so we're gonna get Rur? Ulmer, I'm going crazy. And we'll save that for later. And let's grab Book of Enlightenment and Ulmer. I was gonna say Fear and Hunger, but we're gonna sleep anyway, so we should be fine. I can also grab the Fluted Armor sets here. I probably should, all things considered. And a little quick piece of trivia. Yeah, this map does loop on itself, but hey. Just what is going on here? Just what is going on here, Pocket Cat? No. If I could defeat you, I would do so too, but, defeating another one would be a thing. I thought you were talking about someone else. Anywho. What did I say, Ulmer? Yeah, Ulmer. God of Fear and Hunger would be great, but let's be somewhat confident for the sake of in-game speed. And Book of Enlightenment is 3, so I just lied to myself. Never mind. So I guess we are going to sleep and just deal with the consequences. For some reason I thought Book of Enlightenment was 1 head. Well, now I know. But we can loot these bases in the meanwhile. I forgot if you can get a Book of Enlightenment from these urns. I guess we're going to find out. But in the meanwhile... Yeah, let's do some looting. We don't need the check, so we're going to do this. And grab the amulet as well. And we can equip that for giggles, but for the moment... Let's also not proc a genie. He has a different name. I think it's Poe, P-O-E, but I'm going to call him Genie. And let's grab the other piece of armor, which I kind of forgot how long I have to go, but we'll find out. We'll loot these in the meanwhile. Red herb, dirty toilet paper. I think we go a little bit further north here, and then we turn right. Hello. And then we grab these other 2 urns. Matches, cloth fragment, and away we go. Magic attack +1. because that's a visual bug. I don't think that's a result of my mod. Period. But out we go. So without further ado, we're gonna sleep, basically. That's all I'm gonna say. And thankfully I didn't need to use the... Oop, I didn't want to run that way. Thankfully, we can actually unlock this door. I think we should. But we'll... Yeah, well, let's unlock this door and then run all the way back. I could set in Almers here, but... I'm not really losing that much time. And as long as we hug this wall here, that Bellin will not jump from the roof. Isn't there an altercation between Karen and Caligura here too? Why do I not remember this? Well, either way, I think it's because if you recruit Karen, then this event definitely disappears at some point, but we'll find out. So, or was it Pav? I can't remember. I think it's Pav. Is it Pav? I think it was Pav. I'm going crazy. I don't think... Have I ever seen that event myself? I guess we're going to find out. So we just want to unlock that to open up a path. And we're pretty much just going to walk back through. So we don't need a teleportation Almer sigil in Preval Bop, nor in the bookstore. We just want to set one up in Donovan's house and the train cabin. That's my preferred thing. If I were to give people advice, that would be my preferred Almer circles. But feel free to set Fear and Hunger in either spot. And yeah, to avoid the Bellin and the Death Mask, we just walk all the way around. You lose probably like an extra % of hunger and mind and like 1 or 2 mind, but if you avoid proccing either of those things, I think it's a better efficiency. And yeah, we'll write down Almers and then run off to Preval Bop to sleep? ? I think we can actually go all the way back to the thing, yeah, because if we run through the town, even if the Death Mask spawns... Oh my goodness, why am I taking this risk? Well, we're going to find out. Otherwise, I hope I have a booby trap that I can run. I definitely have a booby trap. Do I have a bear trap is the next question. To trap the Death Mask if it spawns in the center of town. Guess we're going to find out. So... yeah, so I didn't actually do anything here. We need to go through this. Oh... Why did you stop right there, you crazy thing? Well, we did loot this. Needles is dead, so he can't jump scare me here. He's dead too. Oh, he is dead there. I thought you could interact with this somewhere. I guess not. ? But either way, we could draw an Almer sigil here where we won't need to. And we'll go down here. We're actually going to wait a little bit because I don't know if this Death Mask is active. And if it is, then we run down and do our best. No. But we do have to dodge these bubbies. Bubby. I could defeat you here. Not really any reason to, though. In fact, you're stuck now, so I can even just shoot you from here, but no need to do that either. We can also do a bunch of wine looting, I guess. Yeah, you know what? While we're here, nothing should be able to hurt me. And if something does, I will be quite sad. And we haven't activated genies the whole run, so we should be perfectly fine. Actually, how many shillings do we have? Please tell me I went the right way. 99. So yeah, I don't need to loot this register either. So yeah, let's just do some looting here. We might as well. Before we get our save in, and then that way we don't have to think about other things. Otherwise, Levy would be here, but no. I think these are random, too. You don't know which one of these are going to be filled, unless it's always 3. I feel like that's not the case, though. But, hey, we'll grab food, stuff, blue herb, meat pie. Break down this door. We could use a small key, but we should be able to break down this door with just Levy and Abella. Circle Spear plus Thingy Majiggy plus Black Steel. Another gasoline canister here, but we never picked it up. Sadness. Otherwise, this would allow me to skip stitches a lot more comfortably, wouldn't it? Scrap metal, broomstick. And back to the train we go. The vial is off to the east when we entered town here, so we should be fine. And now we don't even need the key from the mayor, but you know what? Hey. Fun times ahead. Train sound. That's my best train sound. Anywho, let's move on with life. So yeah, unless I absolutely bungle this, there's nothing bad that should happen. That's all I have to say. So yeah, so I won't take up more of your time. I'm not going to add the end screen yet, but I will say, yeah, if you have any suggestions for this mod or whatnot, feel free to comment now that I'm working on it again at this current point in time as I'm recording the video. If you're watching this video near when this video came out, then you should, if you say something, I will be able to respond, at least more accurately to at least the mod's health. Otherwise, we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully nothing serious happens to me. So as long as that doesn't happen, yeah, if you have any comments, criticisms, questions, feel free to, ask, let me know, and I will try to talk. Otherwise, I'll do my best to survive otherwise. Because then, yeah, after this episode, we're definitely going to get into the heavier bug testing. We do need to pick up Abella again here, but we'll be able to do that safely. In fact, I didn't even need to enter this spot particularly, but hey. Let's move on with life. So, we sleep here, and that's going to be our save. Sleep. Also, to make sure, I could go to day 3 night, as we have Tanaka, Samari, Osa, and Pav. Keep up the pace. I have no time to waste with you. Let's save and then move on with life. So, yeah, let's save, and that will be the video. So without further ado, yeah, like I said, if you want to support me at any length, subscribing always helps, commenting, watching the video, putting in your time is definitely the most helpful. Otherwise, if you want to support, if you don't want to support me, that's cool as well. I'm often looking for things to do with, a lot of the games I'm playing, but we'll see what actually happens, like I said. Still doing game dev stuff, but yeah, without further ado, thank you for watching. I won't take up more of your time. I'll see you later. Bye!